What a surprise, Slap fans. Power Slap is releasing one fight from the rehearsal pre-Power Slap 1 for everybody. In this week, we have Cody Cox and Austin Turpin squaring off. First off, what can I say? Weird match. Very, very weird match. We've got both fighters on here today to recap what happened, talk through their experience of being up there on the biggest stage yet, their strategy, their insight, what was going through their psyche in that particular moment. I don't want to give it away. If you haven't seen it, this is the spoiler video. So if you want to go back and watch it, head over to Rumble. Check out the Power Slap link there before continuing on with this video. But if you want to get the meat and potatoes, you want to get the inside information, stay tuned. We're going to bring you Cody Cox first and get into the actual breakdown and analysis from the match. Cody Controversy Cox. Watching back your episode, do we have some controversy on our hands?
I think we do. I think we really do.
Going into this match, looking at the face-off that you had with Austin, obviously there was a lot of fireworks. We knew this one was going to be exciting. We knew the energy was going to be there. Did it live up to the hype of what you thought it was going to be?
So, I'm a professional. I've done this before. It was nothing new to me. I believe it was new to him. I still think he was faking his intensity. But everything was what I expected it to be. Everything was great.
Gotcha, man. Going into this match, like I said, there was, both you guys were very animated on both sides. Going into it, and the commission and the refs have had some experience up until this point. I know you can't hear the audio going on here, but you won the coin toss and you elected to go first. What's kind of going through your mind as you're getting ready here?
I didn't think that he would stay up. My biggest compliment to him was his chin. And on the coin toss, they don't let you pick if you go first anymore.
Okay, they just tell you because of the betting side now.
Yeah. If you win, you're just going first.
Yeah. So if you would have won, would you have elected to go first or second?
I would have went first. It's not a bright idea to go second.
Yeah. So looking back in slow-mo here where you hit him, what did you think of that first lap? Did you think you hit him on the button?
I hit him clean. I hit him fucking hard, and he just didn't budge. It wasn't expected. I expected him to fall right off the bat.
He's lining up here for a right on one with a measure. Did that get in your head at all?
No. I think the right on one is a mistake. I feel like you can hit cleaner. Also, I don't think that was a flinch there. But the right on one thing, I think you can get a better shot if you actually get a measure and then count your way in.
Yeah. I think the big thing here is the shoulder raise, and I'm sure you heard Bisbing kind of talk about it as well. There's a fine line of rolling out with it before the flinch, and I guess you can actually even see you can even see the chalk hit your shoulder as well. So it's either a it could be a bit of both, because even if you didn't flinch, it might have been a very low blow to the neck. Because you can see the clear handprint on your left shoulder of where his hand hit going in. So it definitely wasn't clean by any means. So one of the interesting parts, so the foul here, they gave you a warning. So the first flinch is a warning, and he elected to go second, or for a second strike. You can see he's lined up quite far back. That strike, did it stun you at all?
It kind of wobbled me a little bit. I don't think I was rocked from it. I just kind of lost my balance a little bit, and that little stutter step. Because you can clearly see I'm walking straight there. I'm not stumbled at all. Just kind of lost my balance a little bit. I've taken heavier shots.
Yeah. Do you feel like it? Did it piss you off at all? Did it kind of amp you up after kind of feeling that?
No, having a number of fights, I'm used to the combat aspect of it. So if you get angry, you make mistakes.
Yeah.
That one wobbled him a little bit.
Yeah, that one seemed to have a bit of movement too. Before it on his aspect, he seemed to lean into it a little bit. Let's see on the replay. You see that head ducking a bit there. So
Oh, you mean that flinch?
yeah, yeah,
The flinch they didn't call?
yeah. I mean, very much so. This is very similar to the first one. So it does
Yeah.
seem like there was a missed call there. What's your overall feelings of the way that the head ref is kind of conducting this? Do you feel like he has control? Do you feel like he doesn't have control?
I'm never gonna diss a ref or tell them how to
Mm-hmm.
do their job. I don't think that I guess they call him Turp. I don't think he beat me that night. I
Mm-hmm.
think I think the judging beat me, and I think that some bad calls beat me. But I don't point out any faults in anybody.
Yeah, I mean, we can't hear the audio right now, but for the listeners that haven't seen it, but I mean, you can hear Ryan Phillips in the background screaming your coach throughout this entire match. Getting at the actual refs throughout it. This one here, clearly, obviously high off the mark.
And everybody called it clean.
Which is very odd. But this I think is a clear club. If there was a rule of the definition and should be an automatic -1 in this round one. But or is this round one or two? So I think we're round two now.
Yeah, it's round two.
But it wasn't called. I mean, you can see the chalk on your orbital bone after this. So very, very odd that was missed. I mean, the weird thing, like this entire match, I just say is very weird and very odd. I don't know a better way to put it, and I'm not trying to get at people with it, but there seems to be a lot of inconsistencies in the way that this particular match was reffed, and you can still see the chalk on your right eye. So. But I mean, you got to give it to him, Austin. There, man, tough chin. I mean, you seem to hit him pretty clean again.
I mean, so my shots were all accurate. I mean, it's nothing I haven't done before.
Yeah.
I'm 4-1 in MMA, and 3 of those are by knockout.
Mm-hmm.
So
gotcha.
I mean, and like I said, I'll give him props. He has a chin.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think he won that fight at all. I think. I mean, I wobbled him on the second strike. He hit me 5 times and couldn't put me down.
Mm-hmm. Did the showmanship and the hand waving and stuff did that get to you at all, or do you even remember him doing that?
Ice in the veins, man. It's showmanship has to be there. So a lot of people that are coming up in this sport got to realize, like, if you go in there, you could be the best in the world now. For example, in the UFC, like Leon Edwards, he took so long to get his title fight because he's just not very marketable.
Yeah.
Because he's a nice guy.
Yeah.
You've gotta add something extra to it.
Totally. So this one here, they called you for a flinch, which was a -1 deduction point for the second flinch, which I think a lot of people are confused upon. Or what?
I don't think it was a flinch either. But I mean, they took a point from him here as well too. So.
Oh, okay. So they did not. Or so it was a -1 for both sides.
Yeah, he.
For the stepping.
Yeah, that's the crazy thing.
Or actually, I don't even know. Or sorry. I'd actually like to see the scorecard on this because I actually don't know if they actually minused him one because did they say that the flinch took precedent over the flinch took precedent over the club? Because it looks like they're only deducting you 1 point here.
So and he got a point taken on his next slap.
Okay. The falling.
He got to slap me again, and like I said, I've been hit harder, and on this next slap, you see him he jumps into his slap, and just ate it. Okay, so just so everybody knows, so there was so -1 for you. There was not a foul taken away for the club. It looks like because of the precedent. Like obviously we're learning just as much as you guys are and everybody else here looking at this, trying to understand these rules because they seem to be very inconsistent. So so he's getting a second strike here. And you eat that one. And as he gets a foul here for stepping. Yeah. And like they'll show the replay. He like jumps into that slap.
Mm-hmm. So this essentially is a 9-9 round in the third, which then the decision is going to come down to obviously at the very end for the judges. So now that the match is over, I mean, did you think you had it before the judge's decision?
So you can, I think we both knew it. I think he knew it too, because like at first he's excited, but then you just see his body language kind of deteriorate.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if that was just adrenaline dump or what, but you can definitely see his energy just goes out the window.
Mm-hmm.
To where I retained my energy throughout the whole last part of it.
Yeah. I mean, you seem to actually get more animated here. You do the, what is it? The old Stone Cold Steve Austin, what do you call it? Suck it move or whatever.
The Degeneration X suck it.
Okay. Yeah. You're still into it. You're still, very, very amped up. You seem to be more animated now than you were pre-fight.
Well, that's because I think I took that fight clear.
Yeah. Gotcha.
And I mean, I got both checks anyway, so I think other people probably seen it that way as well.
Interesting. So they gave you the win bonus as well.
Yes.
Interesting. Any reason why, or like that or?
I mean, can't really say, but I mean, I think everybody knows that Turp didn't beat me in that fight. It didn't happen. He didn't beat me.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the judges say he beat me, but I definitely won that fight.
Yeah. So did they give both you guys the win bonus?
Yeah, I mean he took the win, so I feel like they kind of have to.
Okay. Interesting. That's definitely good insight for everybody here. Love it how you're still going, man. They're like trying to. You just standing there. You keep on going, doing your thing. Who are you talking to right here?
I was showing Bisping my mouth guard there. It has Tupac's Thug Life tattoo on it.
Oh, amazing. Cool. So did you bring your own mouth guard or did they give that to you?
Yeah, I brought my own.
Oh, okay. Cool.
I'll bring my own next time too. It has kittens on it.
Oh, amazing. That's awesome. Let's just see here. Oh, it seemed to be taking a very long time with this decision. I wonder why it took them so long to kind of tally these scores here.
The fight was so wanky. It just no. I mean,
you're still going. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. So, I mean, obviously, we know what happens here now. What's next for you, my man? Like, where do you see your future going?
Definitely doing power slap again. I mean, there's things we can't talk about right now that are already in the works that I know of.
Yeah.
But I facing a higher ranked opponent, and I see within 2023, I make my choice of going for DeBell, or I dropped a light heavyweight and I earned my way to my son's favorite fighter, and eventually hope have a showdown with Static.
Gotcha. What's more your natural weight class? Do you think heavy or light heavy?
So my natural weight class is in MMA. I've always done light heavy. I have one heavyweight fight where I just stepped up and took a belt.
Yeah.
But besides that, light heavy has been where I've been at.
Gotcha. Understood. So how jacked are you, man? It sounds like you got a fight lined up. You ready to rock and roll?
I'm super jacked. My opponent that I'm pretty sure they're giving me is super good dude. I'm friends with him. Yeah. We're gonna go out there and show out. And I mean, he's a great dude. I couldn't pick a better opponent he can match the showmanship. And
awesome, man.
It's gonna be great. It's gonna be awesome. We're gonna go out there. We're gonna have fun. We're gonna hang out. We'll eat lunch together the whole week if it's the opponent they're talking about.
Yeah.
But
cool.
so I don't think I'm gonna have heat with this guy.
Okay. Okay. Well, that's good to know. I mean, obviously, we're looking forward to seeing that you've got that mutual respect, and that you're going to continue on in the sport. So I think that's awesome to hear. Looking forward to it. Hopefully, this is the first, the I guess the second interview now of many we have with you as you continue on in that journey, whether it's in light heavy or heavy. So appreciate you taking time out of your day. There we have it. We heard from Cody. We heard his thoughts in regards to the actual matchup itself. Like I said, I'm sure you can see the weirdness. You can see the fouls. You can see the flinching. You can see the clubbing. I mean, all the things that took place in there. It definitely, went deep into the rule books in regards to that, and seeing some inconsistencies across the board. Not really sure where you go with that matchup, but obviously both athletes here, went into it with a ton of confidence. The face-off was insane. And, we seen it happen. We seen some nerves. First time for both people. We seen a right on one. We seen Austin go in on it, slap Jesus style. So we're going to throw it over. We're going to bring Austin Turpin in now for this particular show to give a breakdown about his psyche, his mentality, and his technique. Corey Swargas here for Slap News with Austin Turpin. After the release of your match at the rehearsal for Power Slap, I had a ton of anticipation going into this. That face-off was fireworks, probably the best we have seen yet in Power Slap. How you doing, my man?
Dude, I'm doing wonderful. Man. I had the time of my life out there. I appreciate the call out, man. That sounds awesome. Yeah, that was a lot of fun, dude. I had as much fun as I could.
Yeah, I mean, it was wicked to see you, in that press conference, getting into it, getting all jacked up. Even when you were walking out there, you were electric. You were ready to go. You brought the energy. You didn't win the coin toss, in this first slap here coming up. What's going through your mind?
Fuck the coin toss, dude. That coin toss don't mean shit, dude.
Yeah.
Taking that slap, there's a lot more to it than a lot of people think.
Mm-hmm.
If you got it, you got it. If you don't, you don't.
Yeah. How'd that first slap feel? Do you remember back to it?
Yeah, it felt good. It didn't feel bad at all. I was ready for it. It felt good.
Yeah.
It touched me up a little bit.
Yeah. What's Donovan saying to you between rounds?
Donovan's saying you got this. Donovan's motivating me. Donovan's letting me know to stay focused and stay clean. That was his main thing. Stay clean. Donovan was a big help. It helped me realize where I was at, because there was a lot going on, honestly, with that being the first time ever walking up on a big stage like that. Getting smacked like that for the first time, smacking like that. It was a lot going on. So he was a big help to kind of look back at something that I knew prior that week. I knew him. I was like, okay, I was fresh. I knew I was good. I'm where I'm supposed to be.
For sure. So this first strike that you had in the first round, all type of weird. This whole match was weird to me, from the start to finish, and we'll kind of talk about it through and through. I think there was an obvious flinch that took place here. However, I'll be honest, man, I think you got lucky, because I think if you didn't flinch, it was probably a club in the neck.
Yeah, I looked at that, but I also looked at it. I looked at that, and I agree with that. Is this it right here?
This is the second. Yeah.
Let's watch the first one, because I almost feel like, because he didn't flinch very much, and that was very well noticed, but he didn't flinch very much. But I think maybe if his chin was down just enough, I would have caught just a little bit of the chin.
Yeah.
Maybe. And you could be 100% right, bro. You could be right. That could have been a straight club to the neck. That could have been something like that. But I think maybe if his head would have been down a little bit more, I would have maybe hit the chin. Maybe even that sweet spot.
Yeah, I mean, they haven't talked too much about chin placement so far. I mean, we haven't seen if it has to be out, it has to be in. We haven't seen too much of it, but I mean, we're playing it back here. So give me your thoughts. Or was that? Oh, sorry, that was the second strike. My apologies,
Second
man.
one.
Fuck.
That first one, that going right on one. I mean, going right is. I've been practicing left right now too, but going right's definitely the way. But going right on one is definitely tricky, and I'm gonna keep practicing it, but not doing it right away.
So right here, this is the first one. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, that was definitely luck. I mean, the whole reason I'm here is luck. The whole reason I'm
Yeah.
here, like, dude. I mean, I've
Totally.
had it hard knocking. I've just kept on knocking at it, dude. This shit ain't nothing can knock me down. I'm telling you, they're gonna have to bring a cinder block in there. They're gonna
Yeah.
need something
Yeah.
special to put me down, dude. All of this is luck, and I'm just
Yeah.
every chance I get, getting that call, dude, has just fueled me to a whole nother level. I'm taking steps right now to just make sure that I'm putting in every bit of work. There's nothing left behind. If it ain't meant to be, it ain't meant to be. But this is meant to be. It's meant to be.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure, for sure. So just so people know, so that was the first flinch. There was not a
Yeah.
-1 on that. They gave you the second opportunity to strike, which we're coming up here.
Boom,
There we go.
boom, boom. Yeah, I sent him out the box, didn't I? Yeah,
Yeah, you did.
sent
He
him
stepped
out the
back in
box.
that one. Yeah. Like, do you remember this moment? Like,
Oh
do you remember
yeah,
him staring you down?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I didn't really ever have. I'm never gonna have any type of feelings about anybody I'm going to fucking slap against, fight against, none of that shit. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I just didn't like the guy anyhow.
Yeah.
I mean, I
Yeah.
just thought he was a weirdo, all that snake stuff, and like he's just said some weird things. So I was just ready to hit. I was so ready to fucking knock this dude out. I was pumped for it, dude.
Yeah. So we're coming to round 2 here now.
Look at
You
it.
know,
Took it like a chance. See, that was see round two. He went up right on one, didn't he?
he
He
did.
took
Yeah.
after the
Yeah.
G. He went after Big Daddy over here. He said, "Damn, right on one sounds good. I'm
Yeah.
gonna try it." And
Yeah.
it took me by surprise. That's why I did it the whole time because I know you could take some people by surprise. But it gets. I could only imagine after one or two right on ones, you're kind of used to it. Now you're just like, okay, it's easy peasy.
Yeah.
So there's gonna be
Yeah.
a new thing that
Yeah. I mean,
definitely some differences.
your lineup here,
Improvements.
you seem to have a bit of trouble lining up originally. Like right now, you seem to be pretty far away. Like you're looking at your footing, trying to get that right.
Yeah.
You're a little far. You're a little far right now. You got kind of the
Too far.
fingertips. I
Too
see you
far.
trying to realign. This is your second one.
I'm swinging that thing from BFE, dude. I just need to get up on it and
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
because I think I'm at a good height for it. I get up on the box. I use because I got some momentum to swing, and I can definitely generate some power when appropriated to what I'm trying to do. So
Yeah,
trying to really
that
get
that
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 shit
one there,
dialed
man.
in.
Yeah. I mean, not picking on that one. That one was a little high too. Obviously, we're going to see it kind of come around. You can see the chalk on his face too. But
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not trying to dog you, man. I'm at all,
No,
man. I'm
dog it, dude.
just trying.
Dog it.
No,
Bring
no,
it
just trying
on.
to give you my thoughts on it.
I appreciate that.
Obviously, first time up there and everything, and I mean, you're eating these like a champion. Right there too. You're showing your emotion, man.
Yeah.
What were you? Is your confidence building? Like, what's happening?
Dude, it's up there. It's up there. Yeah, my confidence is through the roof right now. I mean, I've heard back from Power Slap, so I've got things going on with them.
Cool.
So I'm taking the moves right now. Like I'm dropping everything with work, dude. I'm spending
Yeah.
4 to 6 hours, like 4 to 5 hours in the gym every day.
Nice, man.
Two to
Nice.
2 hours in the morning, 2 to 3 at the end of the day after a meal. Completely
Nice.
working on myself. Like
Nice.
this is, I mean, I could get a fucking job anywhere, dude. I can go
Yeah.
work fucking 9 to 5 and fucking be somebody's little bitch boy any fucking where.
Yeah.
I can't do this anytime, anywhere. I can't just go sign up for this like I said, bro,
Yeah.
this is all luck, man. And that's why I'm not taking this shit for granted. Every bit of time, there's not going to be no free time because every bit
Totally.
of time that I have is going to be to building my mind to this. And I mean, I'm not trying to sound like old kung fu, like look at the stars, nothing like that. But like, just
Yeah.
I think that's a big part of it is being
Yeah.
able to mentally take it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Being mentally strong is, something. Some people just ain't that.
Totally. So your first lap here in round 3, flinch on Cody. They also called you for a stepping foul, but the flinching took precedent. So that
That's just something I'm
transpired.
working on too, for sure. Definitely
Yeah.
the feet down on the ground,
Yeah.
and still generating the power.
Yeah.
And as all this is going on, like I think getting in there, being in the situation that I was in, like being the premier slap, event. The only one that they got Dana White, they got the UFC, they've got Hunter, they've got Frank, they've got Erica, they've got you, they've got all of us, they've got everybody out there. And this is what, if you're going to put your effort towards something, you want to fall behind those type of people, because those are the type of people that you see winning. You see those people busting through the walls and doing shit. So, I mean, those type of people you want to try to mingle your way around. Try and fucking do whatever, how high. They say jump how fucking high. I do like they could this next one, they could have sent in anybody in there from number 1 to the champion to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all of them little boys. Every single one of them. It wouldn't have mattered. Brock Lesnar, dog. It could have been Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, that's who you want.
If he can get to 265, yeah. Or no, you know what? Matter of fact, if Brock Lesnar steps in there, I'll go fucking catch weight, dog. I'll knock his ass out of catch weight.
Yeah. So
he's a G. I'm just kidding. He's a G.
Yeah.
All respect to Brock Lesnar. With all due respect, I say that.
For sure. So we're seeing you here now with a step and foul. So this last round, automatic 9-9. So it's coming down to the first 2 rounds, going to the judges, decision. Yeah. Did you think at this point you had it? Like where was your mental state?
So looking back, I did.
Yeah.
In the moment, everything was so fucking weird. Because there's just things going on in your head. So. Like in the moment, like so looking back at it, like watching it, yeah, like hearing everybody talk, yeah, fucking going into it, I could see myself. I was like, I felt like even looking at it, I was like, man, you didn't take it, because there were some times where I felt like the energy was just too much focused on what I was thinking about what could have happened. Maybe he could have won. I was thinking maybe too much about that.
Yeah.
And so like looking back at it now, I see 100%. There's no doubt in my mind. And even like looking at the score, because wasn't it like something like 29-27 or 29-27, 28, 27, 27, 28, 28, something like that?
Yeah. So something like that. I can't hear the audio either right now, so I don't have it official, but I know it's pretty close.
That's what it was, bro.
Yeah.
So even if you take them points away, so you take that point from me, that takes. So I didn't get a foul. So then that puts me at 30. Say he didn't get a foul. That puts him at 28. So then I'm still beating him 30-28. Yeah. I feel like I dogged him. I feel like I dogged the fuck out of him. Like I feel like I almost knocked what last bit of hair he had on his head off.
Yeah.
I mean, he definitely took some shots and he felt it. And if that one would have came down a little bit more, I think that one would have. See the placement. I'm coming around, dog. I'm coming around.
Yeah. What do you think about him, doing the whatever suck it motion, giving you the finger during the match, giving the finger after the match? Like, what do you think of all that?
Hey, how about that finger the first time he did it?
Yeah.
Once he done it, he got called for a flinching.
Yeah.
How about think about this? You flick somebody off after they done smacked you in the grill, and then they get to smack you in the shit again, and you don't get to do nothing about it. I mean, that's the thing that just speaks on. He's just that's the type of guy he is. I don't know. He's just a weirdo. He said some very weird things when we first met. Like said some fucking weird ass shit when we were out there chilling at the front of the hotel. He was talking about like how he used to kill birds and shit. Like I ain't trying to go too deep into it. Nothing like he's just a weirdo, bro. Like a weirdo.
Yeah. Okay. So long
weird shit than that.
Yeah. I mean, long pause here.
He did. I'll give it to him. With I say that, but here it is. With he hit me pretty hard, and he had done this. He's been hit a few times. He's had a few MMA matches, and he's done his thing. And he did his thing out there doing this little WWE thing, the XYZ thing.
Yeah.
And the flicking me off and the getting in the camera when he did this little camera thing like that. That was the psycho thing, the little weird thing to do, I guess.
Yeah.
But he hit me hard. But I mean, it wasn't like it wasn't nothing. I mean, fucking, I put a cut on him somehow, hitting his ass so damn hard.
Yeah. I mean, looking back at it, you know,
Oh wait,
and
hold
just
on,
seeing it,
brother. And did I leave the box? I think he left the box quite a few times.
at least once he did for sure. You
He
hit
did
him
once for
back.
sure, yeah. And I just felt like
Yeah.
I took him way better.
Yeah. I mean that very well could have been the difference in the match. To be honest with you, is that one where you stumbled him back outside of the box. You know, my first impression when I seen it was that I thought it was a weird match. Just the amount of fouls and flinching, and you know, the way the points were being the way the points were being deducted. You know, I think just very, very odd. I mean, looking back at it now and seeing the way that it was edited, you know, was it exactly the way you thought it was being there in the moment, or was it different?
Dude, he was terrified. That's why he got all them fouls. That's why he was flinching. That's why he went to right on one after I done smacked the shit out of him. Yeah. He's some people aren't meant to do this shit. Some people just ain't meant to take licks like that. Did I imagine it to go like that? I mean, I thought I was going to knock his ass out. I didn't know who I was going against. I didn't know. I mean, I'd never been to Vegas like that, bro. I'm from Florida, dude. People there were different. Everybody in Vegas was different. Climate was dry as hell, like fucking dry, dude. Like I'm a fucking, you know,
Jacksonville.
You know, I'm living next to the Fountain of Youth down here, where you know you live forever. Being up there in that dry environment, dude. But it was so beautiful for one, like the mountains. Like when I wake up in the morning, I'd wake up just a little bit before because my time was all fucked up. So I was waking up like I was doing. I was going to the gym. I was eating food. A couple of times I would chill with some of the homies there that I made. You know, some of the boys out there. The Gorilla, you know what I'm saying? He's a beast. Fabio, the fucking strong ass dude. Fucking Slappy Joe, all them boys, they're fucking beasts. The Klingster, whatever, you know, all them dudes. So we're chilling a few times, but
cool.
I just really just stay to myself, work out, and that's what I'm doing now, man. I'm just putting all my fucking time and effort into this. But I really enjoyed it out there. Waking up in the morning, seeing that beautiful sight, seeing all them people, it was fun.
Yeah. So, I mean, you know, going through it now, I mean, you talked about getting in the gym. You going to change your approach or anything you're working on a little bit differently so that the next time you get up there, I mean, you don't have to say what's in your future, but next time you're getting up on that stage, you know, what can people expect from you?
Fireworks, dude. Fireworks, a show, a good time. Tune in. Something that you're going to want to watch. Something that's going to be fun to see. You're going to enjoy it, whatever it is. It's going to be money. It's going to be money.
Awesome, man. Awesome. Awesome, man. Well, I appreciate you. Do me one last thing. You know, shout out your social media, man, so people can follow your journey, okay?
Definitely. First off, I'm going to shout out Slap News. Everybody go follow Slap News. Everybody do your thing. If you're watching this video and you ain't following, follow notifications, like this video, go follow Slap News. They're really pushing this damn thing. They're putting in the hard work. You want to be behind winners? Slap News is winners. You can find me, Turp Daddy Slim. We're going to be doing a whole bunch of stuff on Instagram. Turp Daddy Slim on Instagram. Turp Daddy Slim on Turp on Rumble. We're gonna do some something else though too. I'm gonna have something else though too. I just don't know if it's gonna be on YouTube or Rumble, another platform. But I'm gonna holler at you. And if you follow, if they follow that, they'll see what's coming up. So either way, I appreciate you giving me the chance to shout that out, brother. Thank you, man.
Absolutely, man. Appreciate you joining us.
Thank you, bro.
There we go, Slap Fight fans. Austin Turpin still riding high off that victory. He's got the confidence. He's back in the gym working out 4 to 6 hours a day, refining his technique. He took the victory here. I don't think it's the last we've seen of both of these slap fighters. I think they did enough to impress. You know, like we said, the ego, the confidence of both of these fighters were on display. We've seen the nerves. We've seen the fouls. So I'll stick with my statement that I'm saying it was still a very, very odd and weird fight all around. You know, as the experience kind of comes in, with some of these guys, I think it'll clean up. It kind of gave me vibes, back to March of 2022 with some of the new guys going in there and slapping people for the first time. So, I hope both these fighters can clean up their technique, can get some of these fouls out of it. We've seen it was a closely judged score. The third round essentially thrown out the window in this particular match, with it being a 9-9 score across the board. And, we see in the extracurricular, we know Dana, wants these athletes to show some personality. They got some personality in this particular matchup. And we'll see. Austin Turpin seems to have some big aspirations. He thinks he's ready, and he wants the bell. He wants Wolverine. He wants to climb that heavyweight title. I mean, he even wants Brock Lesnar for that matter. Doesn't matter who Power Slap puts in front of him. And so we'll see where he goes going into the very, very near future. We're going to see both these guys back here real soon. We're going to see them into the mix, and we're going to see how they stack up against some of the OGs from, Series 1 Road to the Title. If you like this content, please give us a like and subscribe here on YouTube. If you have any suggestions or comments on how we can improve on this type of video that we're doing here with the athletes, let us know in the comment section below. We appreciate you all. We love you guys. We're here for the passion of slap fighting, and we want to see this sport continue to grow. All the very best. We are Slap News on all of the major platforms: Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and TikTok.